The Rockets will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Pennington. Gets away from one. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. What a snag by the defense. At the 40, there he goes. Taking it the other way. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great team.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah,
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Coming after it. Finds his man. It's Quinn. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buying some time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
First down to start the drive after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Franklin. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Pennington. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Snagged in the middle. It's Quinn. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his back. He'll work his way down to the 28. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast.
And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for a man. It's Pennington. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on second down. They're bringing heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest, and he calls it a fumble.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster. Trucks through the defender. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Going up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And
Game
that shot
full of
downfield
it, bro.
falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
You stop politicking all the time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this one.
Lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
Salt into room, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's dragged down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Trick plays are really fun when they work. But when they don't work, everybody's like, why the heck did you run that? Because I practiced it. I practiced it all week. I'm going to call it at some point in the game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. It had a great day today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Cooper. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
As far as I know, they were still in the kidney.
Got his man on the right.
As far as I know, they were still in the kidney.
Get it down to the 8-yard line on that
like on the
throw and
2nd
catch.
row.
The defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Pennington. Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort this week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm just gonna let it go. Second. Georgia is souped up. TCU, dude. Clemson. Chattanooga. Buffaloes. PC. Auburn. Arizona. Appalachians. Alabama souped up. Wisconsin. West Virginia. Virginia Tech. Texas A&M. Texas.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Yeah, so
The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Etienne. And the returner will be brought down.
4-3.
First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll bring it back. It's Makuba. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense set for a first down play. They're testing the right side here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Good job.
Got some room to
He
run.
laid him on over.
The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play.
And he's all bottled, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs and I'm in scoring position.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Using the quick game. And they're able to get him on the ground. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bell. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going up top. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense. Making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you...
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout.
Nice.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a 1st down. Get a new set of downs.
It'll be a draw. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Now they'll run the draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Can I speak to Mr. DeKendrick, please?
Yes, this is him.
And the guy carrying the
Sir,
football,
this is Junkin.
he is carrying the
I
rock.
was calling
This is
to
a
let
guy
you
that's
know.
setting
Is
the
it okay
tone
to
for
come
this
by a
game,
little bit earlier
creating
to
some
grab the
balance
couch?
on this
Yes.
offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Alright, we're about
Yeah,
14
David, I'd love to
minutes
sit
away.
here and say,
Okay.
well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of
I'll
his
be waiting.
counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's back. He caught it. That completion has them right on the...
Thank you.